I am Caitlin Steffen, and today we're going to talk about how, in order to become the person that you're destined to be, you have to be as though it were. What do I mean by that? That means you are carrying yourself and you are basically pretending that you are already as though it were, whatever that looks like for you. You know, what are you doing, dude? God damn, thought he was gonna hit me. You see how people try to distract you when you're trying to bring forth a message, especially for God? We have to be as though it were. And let's go into this a little deeper. Okay, to be as though it were, that means you are remembering who you are. You're remembering the value that you hold. You're remembering exactly who God says you are in any situation. You know, we've came a long way. There's no reason to allow yourself to shrink back, no matter what the situation is. You know, the Matrix is placed perfectly the way it was when they industrialized everything. It made us fall right into line with what they expected, and that is to pay our taxes and keep the elites wealthy while we are just living a mundane life, when that's not your portion. That's why we must be as though it were. That is not saying that you're broke. You're not walking around trying to hide your face. You are a child of God, and you're representing your Father the way you're supposed to. And that is with your shoulders back and your head high, no matter what. Because people are going to say what they want. People are going to think what they want. It's not up to you to convince anybody of your worth. Nobody's going to tell you you're great. That's why we must identify these things inside of us and hold them close no matter what takes place. Because other people are still lost in the Matrix. And that's because they're comfortable. They don't want to be uncomfortable. Those of us that decide to go through the process and the suffering and the sacrificing, we must be as though it were before it comes. And what that does is that opens up all this different opportunities, because you are walking around with the confidence that you need. Like they say, confidence is key. So is being meek. Meekness. That means knowing your power but not flaunting it. You know what the plan is, and you're sticking to the script no matter what, because God wrote the script. If God wrote the script, no man can take that from you. Nobody can do anything to tear that down, as long as you have faith and as long as you're sticking to the script. And that means you're validating yourself. You're allowing God to validate who you are. You are allowing the process to take place. And it's an amazing process, but it takes suffering. You know what I mean? It takes suffering. And no matter what happens, you must stay grounded and seek God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and the rest shall be added unto you. That's just the way it is. And that way you're grounded in Him, and you're not getting blown down the first storm that comes in. You're standing your ground because you're expecting it to get the turbulence. When you're bettering yourself, you have to expect turbulence. That way when it comes, you're still validated. You're still grounded in yourself and who God said you are. That's so important. We're not people pleasing anymore. We're not doing things that are not serving us anymore. We are not working these 9-to-5s that we are not appreciated in. We are taking leaps of faith, crazy faith this season. And of course, take this up with God. Don't just say, yeah, she's right, and just go with it. You always take anything you hear up with God. But this is important that we get into alignment. Because when we're in alignment, we're manifesting what we're already acting like we already have. Be as though it were. See how it works? And when you be as though it were, your brain is automatically attracting all them things that you already think you are. We got to trick the matrix and trick our subconscious mind and trick our environment. All the things that has made you who you are today, it's all in the mind. It's so complex, but yet it's so kindergarten. It's because people like to stay stuck because they're comfortable. Yet they're not living in true essence with who they are. And it's like one day something clicks. Something hits you all at once. And it's like you've been praying the same prayer, and it's like something clicks and you're like, I have to do something to change. And that little seed gets planted, and you water it every single day, no matter what is happening, no matter if you're sick or healthy, it don't matter if you're broke or poor or rich, it does not matter. You're still seeking God's face, and you're keeping your eyes on the Lord. You can't go wrong. Even when you do go wrong, He's there to catch you. That's why it's so important that we develop this personal relationship with God during this transformation. It's time we know who we are, and we walk with the power that we already have, already access it to us. We just didn't know it because we refused to get uncomfortable. Sometimes it takes us to get uncomfortable to break the matrix. I hope this is making sense, and I hope you're still here watching. And if you are, give this a like, and don't forget to share, comment, show some support, you guys. I'm on here pouring into you. The least you could do is give me a share. That's all I ask for. You know, and then you got some people that just watch with hate in their heart. If whatever, then, you know, if that's you, then thanks for the view. This ain't for you. Maybe it is if you would just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Watching me with hate in your heart, you might mess around and get transformation out of it. That's how God is working through me in this season. I'm telling you right now. I know who I am. And it's my job to relay the message to the other children of God. Especially the ones that have went through the process of awakening. You have to remember who you are. And who God says you are. And it's our come up season. Because we deserve it. We've earned it. And it's rightfully ours. Until next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notifications so you get to see it first. Stay up.